Fuck me in my bonnet. Only niggas hate me is the ones that can't afford it. This is a motherfucking broke nigga warning. Broke nigga warning. Damn, that's what I should have named this stream. God damn. God damn. That's what I should have named this stream, baby. Broke nigga warning. What's going on, Shari? King, how you doing? How you doing, baby? Man, we about to break apart how the bullies cried bully. They cried that they're being bullied. These bullies. Better. This is the woman. This is just like my mama. Okay, so I'm gonna play a few roles. Okay, I'm gonna go through a few things that have been said to me in the last 24 hours by men in the Black manosphere. Okay, let me. I would turn on my cam, but I've been on cam most of the day. I'm still in my robe, so I'm not gonna do that. Um, sure you can, Dan, but let me get it started first. I gotta get it started, babe. Okay, so number one. Okay. Oh, yes, when I was a boy, my daddy left me, and I don't know where he at. He left me. He left me. And my mama said, mama said that the reason why alligators are so ornery is because they have all those teeth and no toothbrush. My mama said that my daddy left and he didn't want me no more. And I was like, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. What did your dad say? Who? I said, well, what did your dad have to say? Well, I don't know my daddy. I'm like, wait a minute. So wait a minute. Let's back up a little bit. You look like you 80 years old right now. Okay? You look like you 80. And still you haven't spoken to your father? Well, ma'am, you know, my mama told me that my daddy didn't want me no more. My daddy didn't want me. But I know she lied. No, she lied. And I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that once again, but what has your dad said to you? Who? Your dad, sir, your dad. Oh, well, I haven't heard from him. I'm like, excuse me, what? My mama lied, and she said, my daddy didn't want me, but I know it's a lie. I know it's a lie. These women lie. All they do is lie. So I said, well, sir, if you are well in over 30, you're over 40, you look like you're over 80, but I digress. You mean to tell me your father still haven't reached out to you? But my mama said, my mama told me when I was a little boy that my daddy didn't want me. My daddy didn't want me, but I know she lied. I said, well, sir, if your daddy wanted to be in your life, what stopped him from being in your life? Well, you know, the government gave women money. And the government gave all these women money. And even though the money helped feed us, the money helped feed me, make sure I survived, and I had a roof over my head, I had clothing on my back. But still, my mama said, and I know she lied, that my daddy didn't want me. I said, but I'm sorry to hear about that once again. But haven't your daddy reached out to you? at all? Well, my mama said, look, dude, your mama said you rather believe that your mother is lying, although the proof is in the pudding. Here you are, a grown-ass man, still crying about your daddy, beating up on your mom on the internet around other people, calling her a liar, and still your dad hasn't come to reach out to you. But my mama said, mama said, let me see if I can get that little clip. Let me see. I might get a little trouble. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, can you commercial got then.
Flowers. Pro fun. Pro life. The fun side of flowers.
Is there anyone here tell me why most alligators are abnormally aggressive?
I know the answer to this question. Raise your hand.
Anybody?
Raise your hand, you know the answer.
Anyone? Yes, or you, sir?
Mama said that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth, but no toothbrush.
Yeah. Your mama said something, and now that you're a grown, I would say grown man, but you're a grown boy, you decide to be defiant against your mother who took care of you. In other words, she took responsibility. Okay, she took responsibility. She could have, there was other options your mother could have taken. You wouldn't be here at all, and she would be able to do what the hell she wanted to do without you. So just the sheer you being born means she took responsibility. Just the sheer fact that you was with her, whether y'all had a good life, a great life, a terrible life, a hard life, you still have a life. But I mean, she didn't take responsibility, right? I know. Okay, so that was one of the guys. He came up there to inform us about how the government need to do this and the government need to do that. That's why I tagged Kevin Samuels in this title, because it's Kevin Samuels who've been spreading these goddamn lies, and these men keep repeating them. Oh, here's another lie. Okay, this is another them calling women bullies and claiming they're being bullied, right? When they're the bully. So there's a guy who comes up and he wants to act like he's educated. Now, he got caught in several lies, or I guess when they say, well, where did I lie? I guess it's the word lie isn't really the word I should be using with these idiots. Maybe it's they're not telling the full truth. They're not telling the whole truth. They're manipulating the information. In fact, they outright lie. They're outright liars. Okay. God comes up. He's like, well, look, this is what happened. You know, back in the day, the men was doing this, the men were doing that, and then the women started to do whatever they're doing, you know, and everybody's listening. Everybody's. I'm like, okay, I mean, that's your opinion. And then it goes into, but women need to take responsibility because they're fat. And I'm like, they're fat? And what about men? Oh no, listen to it. She won't even be deal. She won't even let me speak. Oh my God, what's going on? Why do we have to point out that the men are fat too? Why? Please, ladies, just let us talk about you. Just let us talk about you negatively over and over and over and over and over and over again. But please don't bring up anything about us. Because if you do, I'm going to consider you to be a bully. I'm also going to say that you're mean. I'm also going to say that you are in your emotions. You know, there's all kinds of emotions. These niggas so stupid that they don't understand that everything we emote, whether I'm happy, joking, having fun, whether I'm sad or even mad, whether I'm excited, maybe I'm down. Those are all emotions, you little motherfucker. So when you claim that a woman is emotional, then what in the hell is that y'all doing over there when y'all come in front of the fucking world, black man, and let them see you crying like a bunch of bitches? Your daddy won't be proud of you. None of you, but see, you don't know that because you don't have no daddy. I suggest you start searching for him. I know it sounds rough when I said, find your fucking daddy and ask him the questions. Go ask your mama who your daddy is. Then ask her, could you contact him? And when you find out that he didn't want anything to do with you, then what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Continue to blame your mama? Because it's her fault that she chose your daddy. Like these niggas on YouTube have said things like this. Well, it's her fault. My mama should have chose better. They never mentioned that the daddy should have just been a daddy. Their daddy should have taken at least some responsibility, even if he was broke. But I forgot, black men are successful. Y'all make lots of money. Y'all doing things. Y'all doing great. You know, because as soon as we mention that y'all don't have much, y'all stand up to combat that. But wait a minute. Did you have a lot? Or didn't you? Did welfare actually come and help you and your mother and the rest of your siblings or not? You can't have it both ways. Where I come from, you know, my parents, they were great parents. Oh, but my mama wasn't shit, and I don't even know who my daddy is. That's a double talk. When they want to brag and lie about everything about who they are, well, you know, yeah, I live in a great community. I had to move out the hood. I live in a affluent neighborhood, and I've always lived, and I went to a private school, and I've been doing great, and I am an honor roll student. In fact, I'm a geek, and I've been doing technology since I was 2 years old. In fact, I invented the invention of inventing. Everything that y'all see around you, I invented. I had something to do with the word invention itself, because I invented that. And then later on, they decide to beat up on women. Pep, pep, pep. It's y'all's fault. It's my mom. The government came in, and the government just ruined my life. The government ruined my life. And if it wasn't for the government, I would be hungry, may have starved, had it much harder. The niggas started flip-flopping. Let's move on to another one, because it's ridiculous how when they decide, right? I decided to be quiet, which I normally am. They got the high, light, bright ass nigga up there Soon as y'all asked him what his race was, whoop, whoop. Where was that black? Man, oh man. Man, oh, man. Oh, oh, oh. They like, come, these niggas wanna go home. Oh, oh. They want to talk about black women, but they don't have a black woman at home. These fools lying and they wanna have fun. They like, come, these niggas don't want to have no home. Look, I don't know what's going on with these dudes. Right? He was already up there lying on two calm, very feminine women before I even got on that panel. Right? One of them's young. She says she's 25. She's sitting up there being as feminine as she could be. She's not the one that tripped me out. See, I remember one of those women who was new to YouTube just about a month ago. And I'm telling you, I called her a mammy too. Right? I called her a mammy. She didn't know what a mammy was. I get it. You know, when I first came to YouTube, I didn't know what a mammy was, neither a mammy, a pick-me. Yeah. And she was all on their side. It didn't take her long because, see, I already knew she looked like she could be a strong black woman, right? She could be, I can tell the educated women, most of the women in the space is educated, right? Most of us are educated. Fuck your education. I know. That's what they tell us. But anyway, so I was like, look, young lady, it's okay. It's not going to take long. I foresaw it. And now she gets on the panels and she gets beat up on. She'll get beat up on until another woman come up there, and then another woman wants to go to her rescue, and then they'll beat up on her. And when I say she didn't do it, they don't do anything to get beat up on, just like myself. But see, the issue with me is this. I am not playing with them little motherfuckers. Right? I'm not going to play with them. I'm going to be just as devious as I have to be. I'm going to piss them off, and I don't give a fuck. And guess what? Ain't shit they going to do about it. And then they start crying even more. See, she just like my mama. See, I told you, see. And now they pointing at me like with snot running down their nose, the tears just flooding. see, man, there she go. I told you. And the tears is just going, he rubbing his eyes. He's like, he can't even see. He got snot and motherfucking tears and dirt and everything, dirt and shit is coming out of his nose and his ears, and he's over there sniffing it. I told you, there she go. And he's pointing at me like, oh shit, there she go. And she reminded me of my mama, help me. Oh my God, somebody come. I can't take it. And they having fits. They having fucking fits. And it's not even a fair fight because it's me against 10. They're going to need 100 of them to come at me. And then they got somebody muting me. Even though they see that it's 10 of them jumping on one woman. See, it's allowed over there. It's allowed. They'll act like it's fair, and it's fair only when certain people are there. They try to make it fair, but the truth of the matter is, it's not really fair. It's not really fair because they are liars, manipulators. They lying about facts. When somebody give them the fucking facts proven to have gone through most of the shit they talking about. Trying to give them hope, but there's no way to give them hope because I'm a woman, and because I'm a woman, they think that I'm a motherfucking boxing bag, that I'm a punching bag. That's what they think I'm here for. They almost say it every single time. And ladies, I mean, that's what we are. Until we start swinging back, and then we become the "see, I told you so." And that's that tactic that'll make lots of women back down. I watched it for a couple of years. These men will use anything and everything against you out of jealousy, right? I'm talking about, I've heard at one time they like to talk about you being a whore. That's the first thing. Then they'll come up and say, oh, she's just angry. She has a bad life. It's so terrible. Then they'll say they just come up with every fucking thing. She's a feminist. That's that word right now that you ladies better get used to. Take it in. Don't be shocked. In fact, accept it. Accept that you're a feminist. If you believe in equality, and we're not even talking, see, feminism has nothing to do with the relationship of the fucking man and woman. Feminism is about out in society. The laws of our motherfucking society, and also out in the workplace, in the workforce, society. Feminism has nothing to do with a man and a woman's relationship. The government cannot come and tell you what to do inside of your fucking relationship. These niggas are stupid. So when you ladies, like I've seen one today, when she's like, oh, no, I'm not a feminist. I'm insulted. In fact, I think she said a conservative. She said she was a conservative, which makes her very so much a motherfucking feminist. It's like, I mean, you're a woman. Well, are you saying that you like? They don't know what the hell they be talking about. But I get it, right? Because the men put you on the spot. What you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to take it and say, yes, I'm a feminist. In fact, when you go in these men's spaces or anywhere where men are, type it in the room. I'm a feminist and proud. That's what we need to do. And then we take the power from them. They'll stop using it. Then we need to start calling them niggas feminists. Oh, Lord, they'll get angry then. Then they're not going to want to use that word. They're not going to want to see that word. They're not going to want to hear that word. They're not going to want to read that word. Call they asses feminists. Because they definitely are feminists. The ones who want to go 50-50, well, Nick, we know you a feminist. You talking about you want to go 50-50 with a woman? Shit, you know goddamn well that's nothing but feminism. You want the woman to pay her share. You want her to be equal to you. Nigga, you are a feminist. My goodness. I am not everyone. So anyway, I'm over there and I'm just doing my thing. Y'all know what I do. Come on now. Everybody who know me know what it is. Even some of them over there, they know what it is, right? They get heated up. And I really don't even really do anything to heat them up. They just don't like conversation. Then they'll be like, well, what you over here for? I'm over here for the same reason you're over there. We're having a discussion. All I'm doing is doing the same thing everybody else doing. Everybody is asking questions and answering questions. I ask a question, or I decide to answer the question, and then they don't like my motherfucking answer. They don't like it, but they don't like no woman's real answer unless we're licking them in their asshole. These niggas want us to eat their groceries, but see, I don't eat groceries though. I don't do that. I don't eat groceries. In fact, I'm very insulted that you think I'm gonna eat and lick your ass, nigga. So you're gonna have to get this karate chop straight to the motherfucker throat. Stop fucking with me. Oh, and if you wasn't there, man, y'all missed it. There was an older gentleman. He rushes up there, right? See, because I do go off on him. And y'all, I have a trigger point. There is something that they always do that will always get me to go off. Every time y'all see me and I go off on these people or anybody, it's for the same exact thing. Without a doubt. Every time they do it, I'm going to go off on them. Every time them niggas start talking about my fucking husband, I'm going to go off on them. So as soon as, and they like to do it. Remember, I'm a woman, so it must be some man somewhere. They know I'm married. If I didn't say I'm married, the first thing come out of their mouth, I know nobody would marry her. Then they find out that I'm married, and then it turns to, I bet you she's in charge. That's so fucking ridiculous. See, my point has always been this, that I treat my husband the way I treat my fucking husband. But nigga, you not my husband. You not my husband. You not my son. You not my nephews. You not my uncles. You're not my cousin. You're not my daddy. Some of you think you like a woman, almost like my mama. You niggas ain't shit. I told the nigga today, you not even my neighbor, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. So why do you expect anything from me? Why do you expect me to be feminine to you? Why you expect me to be nice to you? Why you expect me to be mean to you? Why do you expect me to be courteous to you? Why do you expect a smile from me? Why do you even expect me to even glance at you, nigga? Don't you bitch. And when I'm nice to them, then they are very disrespectful. And as soon as I start getting stern with their asses, they start telling me I remind them of their mother. You goddamn right, nigga, because I'm sunning you right now. Because you acting like a motherfucking boy. All the name calling. The whole manosphere is like a whole bunch of bitches over there for real. And then even when another man comes up, and if he says she's right, oh, don't cap for her, don't cap for her. These niggas is on a journey of trying to beat up women, ladies, and we're gonna have to whip their asses. I'm gonna have to make them go outside and pick their own fucking switch. They lucky I'm not gonna be like my grandmother and beat their ass with a pissy slipper. And these men gonna regret this shit. If these niggas don't start changing, if they don't start really changing, they are going to regret their actions. Black women are going to come together And I'm not even talking about right now. Right now, you got little facets here, there, and there, and there. Nobody's really taking this shit real mainstream. Like that shit Obsidian done or Kevin Samuels done. Nobody really taking it mainstream. I'm talking about mainstream where we start showing your stats on murder, your stats on sexual assault, your stats on how you treat your daughters and sons, when all we do is repeat the negative, the negative, the negative. Then what we're going to hear from you is, well, all of us don't do that. All of us don't do that. All of us don't do that. That's what you'll be saying while you cry. It's like y'all don't understand that we need each other. But no, you want to go your own way. Well, go your own way. Just go away silently, though. Nobody's gonna miss you anyway. Like, it's ridiculous to announcing to us that you're going somewhere. Nigga, bye. Nobody even see you. We don't see you. You're invisible. People look right through you. That's why you mad. You mad because nobody sees you. So what is the point of walking towards the door and every step you take saying, I'm leaving now? Look, here we go. I'm walking towards the door. Hey, I'm mad at you. And she's like, what? Who? Where are you? I don't even see you. And like, well, I'm walking to the door. I'm leaving now, going my own way. And she's like, who's talking? Hello, is somebody in the room? Somebody? I don't see anybody. And he's like, well, I'm moving. I'm leaving now. And she's like, well, wherever you are, whoever you are, I guess, bye. And he's walking closer to the door, step by step. Hey, I'm getting closer to the door. I'm going. He goes a little step closer. I only have a couple of steps to go. And she's like, well, okay, see you later then. And he's going closer and closer. He gets to the door. He starts rattling the door purposely so she can hear it. I'm about to leave now. I'm leaving. I'm turning the knob slowly. I'm leaving. You sure you want me to go? And she's like, I don't even know you. Bye. I just want to go back to sleep, nigga. Be gone. That's all this SYB, whatever the shit that initials is. That's all that is. A group of niggas mad that nobody saw them, see them, and nobody pay attention to them. And they want to announce to us that they're going. Let's go and get whoever it is you're going to get. Make sure your money is stacked up. Make sure you don't get hit in the head while you overseas trying to do something that you can't do. Because see, some of these niggas have been hit over the head. They just don't come back and tell people. Why would they? Why would they go? Somebody told them to go over there. They're gonna get them some pussy. You got to travel out the country. You know you's a lame duck when you got to go out of the country to get some vagina. You's a lame duck. This is the United States of a fucking America. The land of the free. You got all types of people here. You got them Asian women that you like. There are lots of them here. Them women from Sweden, you got a lot of them here. With people from UK, it's here. People from Japan is here. Listen, all over Germany, all over the motherfucking world, there's a group of those people here in the United States. Why do you have to travel out of the United States if you're such a hot ticket where everybody wants you? You shouldn't have to go nowhere. In fact, they should be coming to you. Sweden women coming to a hood near you. Brazilian women coming to a hood near you. But they're not doing that now, are they? There's a lot of Brazilian women right here in the U.S. Go down to Florida. Shitload of them. Shitload of them. Brazilian women in Texas, California, they all in New York and Jersey. Brazilian women. Why you got to go all the way to Brazil? Because, see, you're not really trying to go get a woman, first of all. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to go get something that's illegal here in this country. You know that and you could get it over there. The thing is, though, you're going to end up murdered over there. The nasty ass, trifling ass niggas. Y'all are the fucking worst. Oh, and then I tell you, so then everything's going good, right? These niggas done mentioned my fucking husband. So of course I go off on them. I'm going off on them mainly because they're up there acting like I did something that I didn't do. Cool. They was doing that to somebody before I even got there though. Right? So y'all know I can handle it. Then some old nigga, I guess he was getting ready to go to work. He jumps up there. He's like, da-da-da, Spider-Man. Just an old ass version of pops on panel. Hey guys, I've been listening for a couple of hours, and this woman, why are y'all even giving her your time? Like, why are you even giving her your energy? She just wants to eat up your energy. What? And the guys, see, majority of guys on the panel, they're smiling. Right? They had one of them laying on his bed. Like, I was like, nigga, you in the bed? You in the bed while you up here with a group of men with no shirt on? That shit was funny. He even laughed. Right? This nigga, these niggas want to act like they're men, but they're coming up like little boys. Who does that shit? Right? So this nigga come out, yeah, don't give me your energy, and I just he doesn't say anything to me, which is cool. That's the only reason, I didn't say anything to him. He just sunning them. He's sunning them. He's basically telling them that they're not a man. He's right. He's right. He's right. Right? Because, first of all, there were several men up there, and a few of them I never said anything to. There was a couple who only got the bulk of it. They only jumped in because they jumping in. They trying to jump me. I never said anything to them at all, like zip. Right? And even anything that I said was, I disagree with what you're saying. Me disagreeing was enough to get them wanting to fight, baby. And I'm a woman, so, and then there's Aaron, right? Aaron hosts the show. Aaron then goes on this, well, to be a feminine woman would just sit here and take it. She would just sit here and, yeah, that's how we know you're not feminine. That's how they know that a woman is feminine, because if we don't decide to go up there and allow them to beat up on us, then we're not feminine, ladies. These niggas don't know what femininity is. If they did, they would go and change a few things about themselves, because to be honest, a lot of them are very feminine. There's several men over there who are feminine, not all of them. If they don't look feminine, where they look like they got on lip gloss and shit, where they're not in the bed, on a panel full of men in the bed and shit, with 99% of the people over there being men, what you over there shirtless for? What you trying to do? Entice? Right? Why would the nigga get on the panel in his bed? That's some shit I would do. In fact, you catch me on Instagram in my motherfucking bed, baby. I love letting the camera be right above me. It's just a very, very sexy view. It gives men the illusion of them being on top of me. Think about that. The illusion of men being on top of me. It is one of my most favorite things that I do when I get on camera. I put the camera close to my face. I lay down. I pick up my laptop. I bring it closer to my face, and then I pull it back slowly, and then I bring it back, and the men like that shit. That's what this nigga was doing, but he was doing it for men. Lord have mercy, I'm trying to tell you, nobody taught these men how to be a man, but they sure are doing things they see women do. That is the issue. Somebody came up, there was a couple of people who came up, they had valid points, right? The valid point that there's too many options. I think it is, I call it noise. It's a lot of options that's really not options, right? We got some people who are on the internet, like myself, for instance, who just are here to play. Like, I'm already married. I've been married for all these years. But yes, I get on Instagram, get on Facebook, Twitter, and just do what the hell I wanted to do. And I knew exactly what I was doing. Was there any men who thought they could get with me? A lot. Until I tell them I'm married. Right? But this is the thing. There's a lot of options. As the more options a person have, the better chances they are. But that's only if they really are looking for a relationship, right? So one guy came up, he said, hey, just stop having sex before marriage, right? Now, y'all know my point, my stance on that, but I'm not I'm not saying that his way is the wrong way nor the right way. Right? I think it was a great solution. I think it was a great, he gave his opinion on that. He was like, hey, if we just stop having sex. Most of us was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. But yeah, it never did work. It never worked. There isn't one time ever in history that they could prove that women and men weren't having sex before marriage, by the way. We could say what it is. My grandmother always thought my mother was a virgin too. In fact, my grandmother and grandfather thought my mother was a virgin up until the marriage. The day after the wedding, my mother announces to my grandmother. My mom and dad got married in September 69. September, right? They got married in September. And the day after the wedding, my mom is in there with my grandmother. And she says, yeah, we having a baby in November. And my grandmother looks at it and say, what? Next November? My mom said, no, November. So September, October, November, my mother was already like 7 months pregnant when she married my father. I could show you the wedding picture. You cannot even tell. For most of us as women, we know, in case you didn't know, though, you're about to learn that if a woman is keeping her pregnancy secret, or even if she just don't know herself, she doesn't look pregnant. She could go the whole 9 months without showing. Okay. There's only one way. There's some ways that, a woman can tell. Like if you had an innie, your belly button, right, was always an innie, but now that motherfucker is an outie, you might want to go seek an OBGYN because your ass is probably pregnant. There's little signs like that, but my mother knew she was pregnant. She just didn't want my grandmother to know. So it was a secret, right? I had the same kind of conversation with my grandmother. There's conversations where they used to put chastity belts on women, and there was ways for men to get out of them. Did you know that in courting back in the day, the man, when he was courting a woman, he was allowed to sleep over with the woman. But they, depending on your culture, right, depends on what took place. Like whether she had on a chastity belt or whether they put a nappy on her. I think that's what it's called, where they sew her in this thing and sew it up. In the morning when they come, it got to still be intact. But youthful people know how to get around many things, baby. And y'all know this. Okay, we all was sneaky when we was young. For the most part, most of us was sneaky. Okay. Anyway, y'all, let me come and look in the chat. What's going on, Celeste? Casimir, what's going on? Mother Earth was over there. I know she was over there, baby. Black Beauty said, my dad thought I was a virgin until the day that he found out I was pregnant. I know that's right, man. I went 7 months without showing. Look, even Leslie saying it. 6 hours ago, woman shot 18-year-old critically injured in Philadelphia shooting. Yeah, a lot of shit is going on in Philadelphia. You know, a lot of shooting, house burnings, and things like that. I am going to put the link in, and everybody's welcome to come up. Sweetie, what's going on? We got Aries. Aries said, I heard several of these vets warning these cornballs as dudes about going out of the country for sex. Most of these dudes have never left their state outside of family reunions when they were young. You were right about that. And see, the thing about when we go to Germany and Japan and Korea and things like that, the reason why a lot of incidents aren't happening is because if you're in the military, you got some backing. You know, in these places where there's a military base, first of all, the base bring a lot of money to the area in which the base in, to that area. Okay, so it's a lot of safety around military post if you are a military woman or man. But let some of you motherfuckers, right, some of these cornball ass dudes, like you said, go over there without knowing anything. This nigga don't know nothing. Everything he know, he done goo-goo, right? And once he get off a plane, he realizes that his ass is somewhere, right? The airport might be 100 miles from where he's going. He has to take a taxi to go wherever he's going. And then on top of that, he don't even really know where he's going. That means he can get in a taxi, tell the people where he wants to go, and they can take his ass somewhere, hit him in his fucking head, take all his money, and he'll be dead, left dead somewhere. Especially they could tell the ones who coming over there for sex tourism. These niggas are stupid. They are really stupid. They think they really gonna go over there and be able to just talk to some woman. First of all, a lot of these scam artists, some of them are women over there in Africa. The women are in on it. Some of the African women are here in the US are in on it. What do I mean by that? Well, have y'all ever seen the shows or like Dr. Phil, right? Dr. Phil have shows where there's these white women and they've given $500,000 to some guy, right? And in most cases, she sent the money to somebody here in the US who told her that it was going to forward it to somebody over there. Especially once Western Union and other places started catching on to what was going on. Then now they had to figure out other ways to get that money from this woman. So they had people right here in the US helping. You go overseas and get hit in your head. What you gonna go over there and say? I'm looking for a woman of the night. So now you going over there trying to do something illegal right off the bat. And you don't think there's danger in that? Shit. You over there with that American dollar? Man, oh man. Listen, I'm waiting for one of them to just come forward and say that they went over there and they got bust in their fucking head and that they end up getting nothing. They lucky to be alive. Because that's the stories that need to come out. So these men can stop this nonsense. But hey, let them go over there. They're not my mamas. They're not my daddies. Just like I said earlier, you're not shit to me. You're not shit to me. I don't have to respect you, and I definitely don't have to give you no advice, and I really don't give a fuck what happens to you for real, for real. Your ass is grown enough to get on a goddamn plane to go to a whole nother country because your dumb ass can't get no vagina over here. I can't even imagine, y'all. This is some weird shit. I'm gonna put the link in because I need to know something. Why do these black men think that it looks good on their behalf for them to admit that they have to go overseas to get vagina? Them white men in the white manosphere is laughing at these dudes. They laughing at you, not out of because it's funny, it's because it's pitiful. It's pitiful. You announcing to damn near to the world that your own woman don't want you. You keep talking about her being fat and you fat with us. Right? It's just fucking ridiculous. Omega got timed out. Let me see what Omega said. 2 hours ago. Okay, what happened? What did Omega do? 2 hours ago, women shot, killed in North. What happened? Is that hey Celeste, how you doing? What happened with Omega, y'all? He just said that a woman was shot. If it's the truth, it's the truth. It happened. A woman got shot. Probably by a black person, a black dude. They're killing. They doing some. Philadelphia is getting crazy in Philadelphia. America is the ultimate melting pot. I know that's right, Lola. We have people from all walks of life here. You don't have to go outside of America to get a foreign woman. Exactly. Thank you. Okay. Now, Omega, why you keep repeating the same story? We see it. We see the story. I'm not interested in really going to read about it, but are you saying, did a black man do it? Okay. They searching for the suspect. She was 20, and the suspect is a pookie. Yeah. When they are on the panels with men, they say sex. When women are around, they use marriage. I know that's right. Oh, he like doing things of black women being hurt. Oh, I see what y'all saying. Well, I mean, if it was the pookie you did it, I don't know. Like, is it beneficial? Is it beneficial that we know that black men are out here killing? Because that's what they're doing. In Philadelphia, it's on some crazy shit. They got people just walking down the street and somebody just shooting them. It's almost like it's a game. Almost like these kids. Remember that punch game, that punch out game, or whatever it was called, a couple of years ago, where the kids would just be walking, and next thing you know, they pass somebody and then they turn them and punch them, the knockout game. It seems like it must be some type of shooting game now, because they're just shooting anybody. Like, just somebody could be in a car and they see somebody walking, they'll turn around and go and kill the person. I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but anyway, yes, we definitely need to take it serious. We need to take it serious. It has nothing to, that's why I was letting you ladies know you need to get your mace. If you're not into guns, if you need a gun, they're not expensive. We'll look into that in a minute, because I do think I am very supportive